Hey guys, welcome back. So in this video, I want to talk about some arena related stuff in Raid Shadow Legends. Alright, it's gonna be an interesting one. Well, specifically, I want to talk about a gear set in this game that is protection set. If you are watching my channel for the past few weeks, I think you guys already know about this set. Super OP in arena. Alright, but I think in Raid community generally, I think this set is a little bit, people a little bit underestimate the power of this set, especially when protection set came out. A lot of people are saying that this set is trash compared to Stone Skin, but like nowadays, this set is completely OP. Alright, and in this video, I'm gonna talk about the champions that I think is gonna be super OP in a protection set. Well, like obviously, a lot of people know Necro is super OP in protection set. Alright, in this video, I'm gonna share with you guys more than 10 champions. I think that is gonna be really good in a protection set in arena situation. Alright, so let's get into it. Alright, so without further talking, let me just show you guys a list I prepared for you guys of the champions that I think is super good in protection set. Note, this set is for arena only. Alright, I think, well, you can still use it for dungeons and maybe Hydra, but like if you use this set in PvE, I think it's not gonna be that OP. Alright, like the most powerful thing is 30% chance to protect the buff. If you use this set on champions that can do a lot of buffs, right? Especially with immunity buff and ally protection, it's gonna be super OP. Alright, it's kind of like a cleansing accessory. Alright, so yeah. Let's take a look at the list. The number one is obviously Necro. Nowadays, super popular in arena. I really don't know if people, in reset arena defense still putting Stone Skin Necro on their defense because it's just way too easy to get bombed. All right, if you bring like 2 Stone Skin champion on your defense team, a bomb team can finish you in 20 seconds. That's why protection set Necro is so good. You can use a protection set Necro to pair with a Warlord. You can pair with a Kendrafon, right? It's basically the champion that can put enemy skill to cooldown, or you can pair it with a damage dealer. It's super OP. 30% chance to prevent the buff being stripped, and with protection set neck, you can build him relatively faster because if you put a champion in Stone Skin, usually they're super slow, and basically just to stall the enemy team. But with this Necro, you can open with A2 and put another 3 buffs to another champion, right? It's just super OP in a protection set. Alright, the second one might be a little bit surprising for you guys. That is Siphi the Lost Bride. Yes, that's right. A lot of people build their Siphi as their fastest champion, alright? I haven't put my Siphi in protection set yet, simply because I don't have like super fast protection set pieces, right? Because unlike Swift Parry, you can get them from event tournament, right? You can craft it from the forge, but protection set is from Hydra only, so it's very limited. I don't have a lot of. I think I have 2 triple speed rolls on my protection set, and the good thing about protection set is it also gives you 24% speed, which is really good. So if you have a lot of triple speed protection set, I think you can get to this type of speed as well, over 370 with protection set. But I can't because I don't have too many triple speed protection set. But I already saw someone putting a protection set Siphi on their defense is super good because Siphi is A2, 3 buffs, right? All very good buff. It's just amazing, alright? Well, like if you're using Siphi as your fastest champion, then you're probably gonna stick with that, right? But if you're using Siphi as your like mostly a defense champion, or maybe if you use Siphi and pairing with Rodos only, then I think you can seriously consider putting Siphi in a protection set. It's super good. Alright, the next one is gonna be Kyoku. I think I talked about it before, right, in one of my videos. This is a champion I don't have. Right, I had 2 opportunities to get this champion. The first one is the guaranteed Kyoku event. The second one is the champion training. I get none of them. Alright, so that's kind of sad, but I mean, this champion is just, her skill kit is just perfect for a protection set. Alright, like think about this. If she gets a turn and putting out these buffs and the enemy fail to strip it, right? literally ally protection on all allies and block damage on herself. Basically, invincible, right? It's just super OP. The champion skill kit pairing with protection set and increase defense on the passive. So yeah, I think for Kyoku, protection set is definitely the best set for her if you want to try the champion defense in arena. I mean, the next one is gonna be Kris. Well, I think Kris in the current arena meta not as good as Necrit, just be honest, but he is still top tier. A top tier champion in general, pretty much everywhere in the game. But like, well, nowadays he is not that popular in arena, but definitely still very top tier. And if you put Kris in a protection set, look at how many buffs he does. All right, increase defense, increase speed, ally protection, extend buffs, all these type of stuff, and a massive shield on passive. Protection set is just amazing. Maybe I think you can try to use a Kris with Necrit, alright, both in protection set, see how it goes. Alright, just an interesting idea. Alright, the next one is 200, right? This is also another great champion. I've seen people using her in arena, and I think when she was first introduced to the game, back then there was no champion empowerment yet, and I remember the number one person, the person who got number one in Platinum Arena actually put a 200 on their defense. Like if you just take a look at her buffs, right? 2 continuous heal on the A1, increase speed, increase defense on the A3, and he just cleansing on the passive. It's just perfect. I mean, her value for Hydra just massively outshine her value in everywhere else in the game, but she is just generally a top tier champion pretty much everywhere in the game. Alright, Doom Tower, dungeons, clan boss, doesn't matter which clan boss, top tier, and arena. Alright, and I think protection set in arena on this champion is gonna be very OP. Alright, the next one is gonna be Valkyrie. Well, nowadays a lot of people build their Valkyrie in a Savage set. Actually, if you push to higher tier of arena, a lot of people build a like damage Valkyrie on their defense. I think sometimes it can be a surprise to see a damage Valkyrie, but personally I think damage Valkyrie is trash. Right? No feelings hurt. I don't think damage Valkyrie is really anything special. So, but like if you build a Valkyrie in a protection set, and she can do a massive shield with counter attack, and if you pair this champion with some like insane single target champion, maybe single target A1 champion like Rolos, Kutraxa, Mountain King champion like that, if they get hit, they just counter attack and the enemy cannot strip the counter attack, it's gonna be super annoying. I think maybe even Skullcrown, right? Just an idea, alright? You're putting a counter attack and using a protection set, I think it's super OP. Alright, so let's move on to the next tier. I put it as has potential. Alright, for these champions, I think it's gonna work very well in protection set. Alright, but I didn't test it yet. Alright, the next one is another counter attack champion, Martyr. Like a lot of buffs, as you guys can see. Increased defense, counter attack, like I think this is kind of similar to Valkyrie. The difference is Valkyrie can do a massive shield, so your champion can better survive. Alright, because we're talking about for defense, it's mostly a go second situation, right? The next one is gonna be Black Knight. I think Black Knight is a really OP champion, but it's just nobody's using this champion. Well, I could be wrong because I always thought Black Knight is amazing. This A2 here, 2 turns cooldown, continuous heal, increased defense with 2 turns duration, right? Pretty much constantly you're gonna have these 2 buffs, and in a protection set, I think it's gonna work, right? The next one is gonna be Rocheguard Tower. Rocheguard Tower, well, you guys get the point, right? Because the only buff he casts is block damage. So if I think it really works on any AoE block damage champions. Maybe the new champion, right? The new champion we just have as a fusion. What's his name? Helicath. Alright, so yeah, the rating is amazing, and he has a block damage buff on everybody, right? And increased defense. Is there anything else? Yeah, the shield. Yeah, I think the champion, like if you want to try him in arena defense, yeah, try a protection set. Seriously, I think it's gonna work really well. Like if you have a Kendrick on your team, let's say, and you just put a block damage on everybody, and the enemy failed to strip the block damage on Kendrafong, and your Kendrafong just one-shot the enemy team. Amazing, right? Theoretically, at least. Alright, the next one is gonna be Mother Cybele. Yeah, again, it's all this type of champion that can put some super annoying buffs, right? Look at this. This is increased speed, block damage, continuous heal, and this is revive on death, increased defense. Like, you are really gonna look for those type of champion that can put a lot of useful buffs. Like, if these are the champions that can put increased crit damage, increased crit rate, that doesn't matter, alright? We're looking for increased defense, block debuffs, and ally protection, buff like that. We're looking for champion that can put a lot of buffs like that. Right, I think that concludes my list for the legendary champion, and then I'll move on to more free-to-play option. Well, probably not free-to-play because they're still epic champions, alright, but I just think about some champions for my low-spending viewers, alright? I think you guys can try these epic champions in protection set. I think it's gonna work if you have decent pieces, alright? The first one is gonna be Nazana. Which faction is this champion? Yeah, here, Nazana, alright, Nazana. I actually, about a year ago, I seen people put this champion in top Platinum Arena defense. Not reset defense though, but seeing an epic champion in Platinum Arena defense, it's pretty much very rare, right? Because she can do ally protection and put a massive shield on herself. And this champion has really good base HP, right? Look at this, 21,000, I think as an epic champion, this is like very high. Alright, so yeah, overall I think this is an amazing champion, and all her skills are AoE, right? I think like if you're missing some really pay to win arena meta champion, arena meta defensive champion, you might consider investing in this champion. Alright, so yeah, the next one is gonna be another super popular one, I would say. Like, I covered this champion a lot on my channel before, that is Sandlash Survivor. Super popular, really good champion for arena defense. And look at her skill kit: ally protection, block damage, and yeah, this is increased duration of all ally buffs, right? So yeah, this alone I think it's worth consider putting protection set, right? Because this is a passive, right? So yeah, this is just kind of like Kyoku 0.5 probably, alright? So yeah, the next one is gonna be an epic counterattack champion, Skull Crusher. I know, like, we're not seeing this champion in top arena, right? But I think if you're in like lower gold 5 or gold 4, if you want to build a nasty defense, this is a very good choice. Alright, unkillable himself, ally protection on all allies, counterattack on all allies. This is very nasty skill, alright? And he has a passive, which is just decreased duration of all debuffs when the champion gets a turn. So very good champion if you want to try the champion in arena defense. Look at this ratings, alright? Super solid. Alright, the next one is gonna be Seeker, another kind of the nerfed version of Kyoku, because their passive is basically the same, right? Increased defense for when the champion was hit with a critical hit, and honestly, like, increased attack doesn't really matter. Like, all it matters is this one. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like in the current meta, Seeker is probably not as good as Sandlashed, right? Yeah, let's go to the last one. The last one is gonna be another Oregon Tribe champion. I know this is a very unpopular choice, but I was thinking, like, if a champion can put AoE, unkillable on all allies, and if you try a protection set on this champion, maybe like 2 of your 4 champions is gonna be lucky enough to resist, to have the protection set proc and resist the buff strip, right? And I think this unkillable could be very nasty, right? In right situation. Like, I was thinking about Cernic, but like, Cernic doesn't have an immunity because Man-Eater's A3 is unkillable and block debuffs, both super OP buffs, right? So I feel like this skill alone is just better than Cernic. Alright, so yeah, that's all the champions on my list. 10 legendaries and 5 epics. Hopefully, like, I don't want to like just talk about legendaries because I don't want the video to be like super pay to win. That's why, like, I picked 5 epic champions that I think you guys can consider putting on a protection set. Alright, so yeah, but like there are definitely more champions in this game that are very good in this set. It's just like it's impossible for me to know every champion in the game. If you guys think of any other champion that can put a lot of buffs on your team, like ally protection, immunity buff, increased defense, stuff like that, right? Honestly, like if it's buff like increased attack, increased crit rate, increased crit damage, those type of offensive buff doesn't really matter. You're looking for defensive buff, right, to put a protection set on. Alright, so yeah, I guess that's gonna be it for this video. Let me know what you guys think. Did I miss any champion? Alright, yeah, I think overall, like protection, Siphi and Necro is completely OP. Alright, I'm waiting for my triple speed protection set, and I can maybe do a showcase video about protection set Siphi. Alright, so yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. Not gonna make it too long, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.